Hi. I'm alive. I think that. Ooh, okay, let me lower that a little bit. That looks a little bit high. Okay, okay. Uh, hi. We're back. We're back with the with the stream. Um, just hold up a wee minute. Something's up right now. Okay. So let me just technically the stream has already started. Technically. I was going to wait, but it's fine. It's fine. So wait for more people to come, but it's whatever. So hey, we're back here with the stream thingy. Now I'm aware that last time, see, the original plan was to continue the Golden Slumber quest, as that was like big, uh, big reason why I was doing this, right? And it was fun, and I still intend to do that. It's just that I just received a notification from the game itself that the summer event has finally been released. Oh God, it took forever. Like, or maybe it didn't take forever, and maybe I just think that the previous ones were like, I don't know. It feels like the previous summer events came a lot earlier. Meanwhile, this one came a lot later. That's probably just me. I don't know. Um, But yeah, and to basically give the quick explanation about what the summer event is, uh, essentially, so all of like the big, like important quests in the game, like the big important story, is usually done during like from August to like December, I guess, more or less, like over the course of all of the updates. Uh, and then the rest is kind of like events and like side quests and all of that. And then during the summer, usually when Genshin has its dry spot, and then everybody said that the game is, and then everyone says that the game is dying, and then it comes back alive when the next Archon quest comes, and people don't seem to realize that it's a pattern, but whatever. Um, During like Genshin's dry spot, they put like a summer event where it's the same as all of the other events, where it's like, oh, it's this cute little summer story that typically hints at stuff for the next region. So that makes me pretty excited. Anyway, but before we do that, also, okay, wait, the cool new thumbnail I made. I love the thumbnail. It's really neat. Yes, I totally just ripped the background from the game because I'm not painting the entire background myself. Uh, I don't know. I just kind of thought that, oh man, I really love putting like little thumbnails in my streams, but I don't exactly feel like making a new thumbnail for every stream. That's just like, no. I have other projects to do, which I am working on. So instead, why not I just do like one thumbnail for like each type of stream? And this is what I have for my Genshin thumbnail, which is based on the that thumbnail looks really cool. Thank you. It's based on the one of the loading screens of Genshin where you pick where it's like whichever traveler that you picked sitting on the fountain, and I think it's very, very nice. Mine's is the one with Ether, which is the male protagonist. Anyway, so before we're gonna play the game, before we're gonna get playing, before we're gonna do that, they just released a teaser, which I went on a lot on my Twitter. One of the few times I remember that app exists, that godforsaken app exists. And I kind of sort of simped slash rambled. So, but I also want to watch it on stream because my audience is here. So, yeah. So, first things first, let me get into the Infinite Void for a second, get back into the game, load in, and then after that, I'm just gonna kind of like quiet everything down so then I can watch the teaser that they released. And when they released the teaser, my first reaction was, oh my god, they're going all Winter Nights Lazo. And I say that because last year, just out of nowhere, they dropped a teaser, which is kind of sort of like a short film using motion graphics that revealed like all of the Fatui harbingers, and the Fatui are one of the like organizations in the game. And that was insane. The fandom had a field day with that one. And And it also coincided with the fact that, like, overall story.
Seems Jane wants our help with something. We should go pay a visit to the Knights of Avonius when we have a moment.
Just.
Wonder
Ooh,
what's
that's
up
cute.
this time.
Okay, just wait. We're leaving Deshert's pyramid. I'm going to Mondstadt. No, Mondstadt. Let's go here instead. What was I on about? Yeah, so it was a very interesting time to just like drop that video as well because like in the overall like story of the entire game, we're actually like
Once
halfway.
there was a glorious kingdom established.
Shoot, I
among
keep
the
forgetting
heavens.
it resets every
From that kingdom
update.
came a crowned heir.
Oh look,
tasked
it's
with
my son's
seeking out
voice.
The Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness.
It's my favorite character's voice.
The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl. But she was deceived, and the memory of her noble
I love this
origins
cutscene, it's really
faded.
neat.
She now believed that she was the queen of the kingdom of darkness.
There's been a
But
lot of
take heart.
theories.
A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled. This is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told.
There's a lot of theories trying to figure out what exactly. This is obviously Venti telling the story to us. There's a lot of theories trying to figure out what exactly he's talking about because the story that he tells, called the Gnostic Hymn, is not a story.
How about I take you on a walk?
It's not a story that appears anywhere else in the. Sure, I'll pick this one. It doesn't really matter. It's not a story that appears anywhere else in the game. It's very much just Battle Pass specifics, and I need to do that later. So it's very mysterious what it is. Because like I said, he's clearly telling the story to us, but what does the story actually mean? What is the Genesis Pearl? Who is the princess? What is this kingdom among the heavens, you know? A lot of people say it's like backstory, like it's a legend that he's telling us, or that it represents us. It most likely represents us, but like how does it represent us? It's interesting. But right now, I'm just gonna use the audio. I'm just gonna lower the overall audio and get to the video. Just in 1 second. Okay. So be warned, there's gonna be a little bit of, oh, it's the void. There's gonna be a little bit of, freaking out, fangirling, and a tad, and a nice healthy dose of simping. Okay. I've already seen this trailer, by the way. I've seen it multiple times. I just want to, like, watch it on stream. Also, it's called Overture Teaser, The Final Feast. Ah! I love the water.
Mission.
Oh, shoot, I should probably give, like, the tiniest bit of context. So, the next region of the game is going to be a region called Fontaine, where, see, all of the nations are, they don't exactly represent an element, but they all, like, belong, I guess, to an element. They're the nation of that element. And so the next region is the next region is the nation of Hydro, which is water, and called Fontaine. So that's why there's like water sounds and imagery everywhere. Anyway.
My mission.
The animation. He looks like Albedo. Oh my god.
The original sin is the fairest.
He's so pretty though.
Everyone sinks. Make the most of the final feast. Because for the sinners, the curtain call has come.
Definitely gives off like
Ladies and gentlemen, she did it!
like, oh, the end of
Seeing
the
is
story
believing,
is
my
coming.
friend.
Let me go back a little bit. The end of the story, the end is near. Kinda.
Ladies and gentlemen, she did it!
It's Linny and Lynette!
Seeing is believing, my friends. This has been Linny and Lynette's magic show.
Linny has a deeper voice than I thought he would. So much deeper than I thought.
The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. And the most
so
important
pretty,
part
oh
of
my
this
God.
is what people see. People don't realize
Everybody's
how
saying
much
it with
they
this girl
expect
like
their
she's like
eyes to tell
she's like
them the
Genshin
truth.
Taylor Swift, and I think it's funny. Charlotte, we saw her before in a previous
But
event.
what you see is not real. It's all a
It's
show.
all a show. These people. I cannot
every
pronounce
part
this
of the
guy's
show
name. His
is
name has been
carefully
like
controlled.
released.
Controlled how?
By choosing the right time, the right place,
And the right people.
and the right people.
My man! There he is! My man!
Whoever controls these three controls
And you.
everything.
And he has high heels. He has freaking high
Whoever
heels. I already
controls
noticed
these
this
three
earlier, but he
controls
has high
everything.
heels. Right there, right there. Look at that. Oh my god, he has high heels. I love that. I love me some men in high heels.
But keep your eyes peeled.
And he
You
has
might
long
be
hair
able to turn
too. And
things
she
to
has a
your
gun.
advantage.
Ah, it's so good. And the music too. Genshin music always slaps so hard.
In a nutshell, magic is what you see with your own two eyes.
I do wonder how these two are related though, because they are siblings, and one of them is like a cat girl, which
Very
its own
fun.
it's its own like race in the Genshin universe.
But it's not enough.
Arlecchino.
Let
she's
me
part
make
of the
something
Fatui.
clear. You think of yourselves as magicians, but when you're on the stage, you're first and foremost actors.
I am so happy
Good
that first of all her
actors hone
design
their craft
slaps.
to mesmerize
I'm just
the
happy that
whole
she wears
crowd.
pants. There is not enough Genshin ladies that wear pants. And this cool like spinning around the camera. Ah, they're flexing. They're just flexing.
Boring! I mean, why do I even bother?
It's her.
When are we going to finally see a real twist for once?
Okay, so I'm gonna go back a little bit. So Fontaine, so each nation has like their own ideal, or more like the Archon that rules the nation have their own ideal. And so for the Hydro, it's justice. So I remember when I saw this for the first time, like this whole image right here, I was like, oh, that's a very nice looking theater because this looks like a theater. And I don't mean like a movie theater. I mean like those like traditional Shakespearean theaters. It kind of gave me that vibe. Uh, but then upon further expect, and they also just say it a little later, this is a courtroom. It's just a courtroom. And I think that fits so well because in a lot of the hints that we have of Fontaine, kind of sort of imply that the Hydro Archon doesn't see doesn't see court cases or justice as like as what they are, but more like it's more like a show, it's more of a performance, as like the Hydro Archon lives in the spectacle of the courtroom. It's like it's more of the spectacle, not the actual courtroom itself. And I think it's really cool that the courtroom also just kind of looks like a bit of a theater. I think that's super cool. It's very, very nice. I like the designs.
Boring! I mean, why do I even bother? When are we going to finally see a real twist for once?
And this shot right here. Okay, so the second I saw this shot, I was immediately like, them two have a connection, and it's not positive. Like like my filmmaking brain is telling me, yeah, no, they do not have the best of a relationship, and it's this shot right here. This shot of her dangling this burning, what I can only assume photograph, this burning this piece of paper and hanging it over him. Like in most media that usually means that like, oh, like she is in control of him. Like she controls him and basically threatens him with something. It doesn't necessarily have to be his life, but threatens him with something, and he complies because of that. It's just it just gives me that vibe, this one shot, and it makes me really, really curious what their relationship connection deal is. It's
Please refrain from levity in the court.
He's my future husband.
This
I'm rolling
trial
for
is
him.
far from over.
I'm rolling for this guy. And the rain sounds as well. It's so cool. All right, that's enough of that. I've fanned a little too much, fangirled a tad bit too much. All right, that's it. That's it. No more. We're done. We're done. Okay, back to the game. Back to the game. That is really, oh man, the trailer's so hype. It's so hype. I cannot wait. Okay, we'll put the volume back up. Ah man. When I tell you, I'm super excited for Fontaine. I'm super excited for Fontaine, especially since like oh man, it's a shame that I never got to like stream any Sumeru stuff because the stuff in Sumeru was so good in my opinion, and it proved that like they are capable of writing a really good and compelling story. And God, come on, they are capable of writing a really good and compelling story, and they are getting better. And I just, oh man, especially now since we're like at the halfway point of the overall story. So like it's when like stuff's getting real. Like we already like Sumeru proved that like shit's getting real, man. And with Fontaine, I'm super excited, and just by what Linny, this entire time I've just been, what am I doing? I just teleport to the city. This entire time I've been calling him Linné, but fine, Linny, it's fine. But just from what he says in this teaser, he's a magician, but he talks a lot about like, oh, magic is what you see. It's all a show, but your eyes trick you into believing it's the truth. Or your eyes trick you into believing this is what it is. And like it's obviously like, you know what, maybe I should keep them like this. Yeah, I'll keep them like this for now. And it's obviously like referencing the not referencing, oh wait, I didn't put the marker for the event. I'm like rambling too much. It's obviously talking about the overall theme of the Archon quest, of the overall story of the Archon quest. Especially since it's the Nation of Justice, and so I'm expecting some, maybe not Death Note levels of theming, but like definitely the question of what is justice exactly, and how does it apply to specific people, and oh man, I can't wait for that. And not only that, it's definitely like not just justice, but also illusions, with the fact that he's a magician, talking about like, you know, oh, trickery and like what you see isn't always like what's actually going on. And also just like putting on a show, because that's like a thing that appears a lot in like the little that we know of Fontaine. There is a lot of stuff that talks about like oh, the people are concerned as how they're perceived. Hydro Archon is concerned with how the nation is perceived. And um it's for the spectacle, it's for the show. It's like, look at me in all of my power kind of thing. So not only am I sensing like, oh, there's going to be themes about like justice and illusions, but also probably like, well, I mean, I guess it fits in with illusion, with the putting on a show. It's like you're not showing your actual self. You're showing a carefully calculated version of yourself. I'm like speculating all here, but I feel like what I'm saying is all pretty obvious just from like what we do know. But yeah, keep this Pari next to me. I don't know if I want to keep the Pari next to me. You know what? We'll keep it for now. Or not. Actually, you know what? For now, we're gonna remove her. think it's... Is it here? Or is it here? Shoot. Where is it? Ah, okay. I could get one of these. I think we're just gonna remove him for now. Okay. Now we can actually start the quest. Oh, I thought the cutscene would start. Usually the cutscene starts in these. I love how the door opens. Just little thingy, I absolutely love how the door opens in this game. It's just so, like, funny. Alright. Hello, Klee, Kaya, Jean. Hello, hello. Long time no see.
Hey, Jean! We're here!
Oh yeah, this whole event is voiced. Most of the events. Not the super ultra lore important one, and Kanamiya. Most of them are voiced. So now you all can finally understand what I mean by when I say it's a glorified TV show.
Ah, Paimon and the Traveler. I've been waiting for you.
Let me just make the volume a bit higher.
Whoa, looks like Jean wasn't the only one waiting for us. Klee and Kaya are here too.
Oh, it's Paimon and Miss Honorary Knight.
Hello, Klee.
It's been so long.
It has. It's been like a year since we've met with
look who it
Klee.
is.
Hi, Kaya.
You've caught me completely off guard this time. But then again, it's always a pleasant surprise when you two show up.
Uh-huh. I love that. There was an event before this that also had Kaya, but like one of the Archon quests before that event, we basically confront him with some like serious stuff from his past, and then he just kind of dips. And so when the previous event came out, people were joking that like, oh, we scared Kaya so much that he just appeared in a filler event. And I think that's really funny. And if you're wondering, yes, the events are canonical. They are. Like, you don't need to play them. Well, I guess some of them they do. Not necessarily. I guess some of them you do. But most of them are just kind of like fun little filler episodes. But they are canon.
Guess we were so excited to see Jean again that we forgot to knock. I hope we didn't startle anyone.
This is Mondstadt. Who knocks?
Wait a sec. You weren't talking about anything that we're not supposed to hear, were you?
Oh, so no one here ordered Good Hunter? Sorry, we must have the wrong address.
Hey, stop pretending like we're doing food deliveries.
Look, man. The cute little face Lumina's making.
It's been a while since we last met, but I can see you two haven't changed one bit.
Nope.
Don't worry, we weren't discussing anything confidential. In fact, we were just talking about you.
Oh, talking about me? Huh? Well, of course you are. I'm here.
Maybe
I'm
we
the
should
traveler.
let the star of the story explain it in their own words.
Yeah! Let me tell it!
Amazon Box says, this is Mondstadt. Who knocks? Exactly. No, I have a theory. No, not theory. It's a headcanon. I have a headcanon that, like... I mean, it's not even much of a headcanon. They just straight up say it in the game, but Mondstadters aren't really that concerned about etiquette. So I totally imagine that stuff like knocking before you enter is not like a thing that's like reinforced.
A few days ago, I was reading Todoko Tales in the solitary confinement room when all of a sudden, whoosh, a letter came flying in through the window.
Yo, was it in the shape of a plane?
Flying through the window? How does a letter fly?
Was it in the shape of a plane? Do you guys even know what planes are? Was it in the shape of a triangle with bird wings?
Like a bird does. It was
Hey, there we go.
flapping its wings. It could even talk.
All right, yeah, okay. Magical paper airplane. Magical paper swan.
It said, well, it was a bunch of stuff I didn't understand.
You couldn't understand? Then it must have been talking about how to avoid solitary confinement.
Probably. You gotta love how they're so chill with a child being in solitary confinement. Wow, when they first said that, I just died laughing. It's like it's not a timeout, or actually, yeah, it's not a timeout. It's solitary confinement. That's so funny.
Kaya?
Just saying. We don't want to let a teachable moment slip by.
Okay, I know. Anyway, the letter said, "Oh, Klee, are you behaving? I see you've wound up in the solitary confinement room again." um, sorry about that.
Why
Mommy
did she
is
blow up
busy
this
these
time?
days and can't take you out to play. But there's good news. I have a friend who has very kindly invited you to visit her.
Oh, so the letter's from Alice.
It always is from Alice. That sounds great, doesn't it?
In principle, yes. But the issue is that Alice's friend lives quite far from here.
The letter says that Mom's friend lives in Sumeru.
Okay.
The Knights of Favonius could never agree to send Klee off to Sumeru on her own. But Klee is rather intent on taking Alice's friend up on this invitation.
Yeah, I really want to go.
Yeah, and especially since Sumeru is like dangerous. Sumeru is like not the ideal place to just kind of let a child run around. Like I don't think even a child like Klee.
You see? So we were wondering, who can we send with her on the journey? Preferably someone who's a reliable hero and with a history of saving Mondstadt.
I get it. I get it. I'm your babysitter.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to see us.
I do apologize, but Klee gets along with you so well. We couldn't think of a more suitable choice.
Sure, we can do that, no problem, right?
Yeah, no, we're fine.
Can you really miss Honorary Knight?
Of course, it would be my pleasure.
Yay! With Miss Honorary Knight around, Klee's not afraid of anything.
See, I told you that she'd agree. In that case, we'll leave Klee in the trusty hands of the Traveler.
And you too, Kaya. You should join them. I noticed you quietly completed that backlog of paperwork we had.
Oh.
You deserve the chance to unwind a little.
Yeah, but like, Jean, you have to understand, my version of winding down is going to the bar and getting a little drunk. It's not babysitting. I mean, that's part of my job, don't you know? Like, Alice entrusted her to you. You should be the one babysitting her.
Oh, so you noticed. Well then, I suppose I have no reason to refuse.
Great! Things will go even more smoothly with Kaya around. Still, Sumeru is pretty far. It's gonna be a long journey.
Don't worry. Mom's letter had a magic invite inside. Mom says we just have to all shout out where we want to go at the same time. And poof! We'll be there in the blink of an eye.
That sounds amazing. That sounds so cool. But I can't help but feel like there's a side effect. Like if it actually like in real life existed, what kind of side effects it would have.
Wow! Well, that'll definitely make things easier.
It only works 3 times though, so
Oh,
we
it's like
should
a genie,
only
okay.
use it when we really need to.
3's plenty. One for the way there, one for the way back, and one extra, just for good measure.
Yeah.
Sounds very mysterious. I still think we should use it sparingly. After all, we don't know the exact location of where we'll be headed, or what dangers we may encounter on the way. Here's what I suggest. Traveler, you're well connected. I'm sure you must have friends who are familiar with Sumeru. I say we start by teleporting to one of them.
So we Kaya around with you, Paimon and Klee. You know, I can't really help but think something will go south real quick. Honestly, yeah. Well, I don't know if things will go south in this specific event. But if this was an Archon quest, oh my god, things would be going south. Or maybe it will. I don't know. I don't know.
It'll give us a chance to test out the magic invite, and also find ourselves a local guide.
This is an event. Like, events, it's kind of a gamble. Events are either just fun little, like, filler stories, or they actually give, like, a stupid amount of insight to a character that isn't even in their actual story quest.
sense. And since it has 3 uses, there's no point letting one of them go to waste.
Couldn't have put it better myself, Paimon. So, do you have a particular contact in mind?
Let's teleport to Alhaitham's house.
Well, we need someone who's familiar with Sumeru and can be our
Oh,
guide.
well, okay.
So, sounds like we need a forest ranger.
Yeah, okay, Tignari works too. Oh yeah, that's right, because Kale is part of this quest. That's right, that's right.
And everyone knows that the best place to go looking for a forest ranger is a little place called...
Gandharvaville.
That's the one. Maybe we can get Tainari to help us.
A plot twist. Plot twist. This specific event reveals that Kaya is a communist.
Alright, Gandharvaville it is.
Okay, I'm happy wherever we go, especially with Kaya and Miss Honorary Knight.
We should be on our way then. If you'll excuse us, Acting Grandmaster.
Yes, let the wind lead. I wish you a safe journey. And Klee,
I know. I'll be careful, I promise.
It's not Klee that needs to be careful.
Great. Okay, here goes nothing.
Oh, whoops.
Gandharvaville.
Oopsie.
Gandharvaville.
Gandharvaville.
Grand Arbor Hill!
Huh? No, it's not a hill. Ah,
Is it accidentally going to take us to like a random like ravine far off and like the edges of Sumeru? That'd be funny. Ah, but here's like the one side effect. It's like, what if you say it wrong? Not because like you misheard the name of the town, but what if you're like me who like like who flubs over words like all of the time? So even though I like am trying to say something, it comes off a little wrong. What if it's like that? Like, how good are the voice detection is the voice detection in this, you know, hypothetically? Alright, so it seems like we're here.
we made it. Paimon was sure we were about to end up someplace super weird.
Sorry, it was an accident.
It's okay, Klee. Good news is this magic invite really does work.
Fascinating. One moment we're in Mondstadt, the next we're in Sumeru.
So this is where Mom's friend lives? Wow, there are so many big flowers. Oh, and jumpy mushrooms.
The mushrooms are really, really cute, and I love them.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Sumeru's full of strange stuff like this. Like,
Boars with mushrooms growing on them.
oh, yeah. Paimon was pretty creeped out the first time we saw one of those.
Man, I remember the first time I forgot what they're called, but they're like panthers. The first time I saw the panthers in the game, it literally like fell from one of the cliffs. And I was like, what? I was like so confused because I was like, since when are there panthers in Genshin?
Listen carefully, Klee. Those jumping mushrooms are called fungi. They may look cute, but if you get too close to one, it'll try to hit you with its cap.
Indeed.
Really? Okay, well, I'll hit it back with my cap.
You won't hit them, you'll blow them up.
And then I'll hit it with the hood on my jacket, too. I'll definitely win if it's 2 hats against 1.
No! The response says, "Yeah, Klee, you show them," and I'm here like, "No, don't kill the poor little
As long
fungi."
as playing with hats doesn't escalate to playing with bombs. But Klee's our friend, so we should be able to convince her to keep this trip explosion free. Right?
Hold up, Paimon speaking in some Southern American slang? Paimon is from the United States, confirmed? She's mysterious. You know, maybe, because we don't really know what Paimon is. She just, like, learned of the Southern American accent and was like, ooh, that sounds cool, let me use it.
Uh-huh. I'll be extra careful not to blow anything up. I'll try my best.
That's very good of you, Klee. You're being very grown up today.
Yes, yes, you are.
Yep, I'm super grown up. I'm already the Spark Knight.
Okay, Spark Knight. Well, keep up the good work, because very soon we'll be introducing you to a friend of ours called Tanari in Gandharvaville.
Alright, let's go meet Tiggy. I call him Tiggy because I think it's funny. Glide! Glide, kid. You just pick up some mint. Give me the mint. Oh,
Hey,
okay.
Look, it's Klee. Huh? And is that Eula with her?
Yeah,
What's
hold up.
she
I
doing
can't.
in Gandharvaville?
I can't see it. I can't see it. Hold up, Paimon. Where? Okay. We just come out of the bushes. We escape from the bushes. Now, what is Eula doing with her? Hello.
I've definitely heard the other forest rangers mention somebody dressed like that before.
Okay.
I see. Then it looks like my suspicions are correct. Who do we have here?
Traveler and Paimon! Huh? Oh! Kaya and Klee are here too!
Eula's so tall.
Hi, Kale! It's been ages!
Kale, one of my favorite characters. Oh, things will be interesting. I really, 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 really want them to acknowledge, the stuff between Kale and Kaya, because for the people that read the manga or the web comic, the little comic that Genshin made before the release of the game. Which I did. I read it. I didn't read it before the game, but like I did read it, and that's how I knew of like Kale and Sino and Sumeru like before Sumeru came out, because it's like a prequel. To put it simply, Kaya almost killed her, and to make it in the simplest way possible, Kale has like, she was like experimented on when she was a kid, and so she has this like hidden power that like goes like insane if she ever gets too like angry, at least at the time when she was younger. And Kaya as a knight was supposed to like hunt down whoever was like causing trouble in the streets of Mondstadt, and he found out that it was Kale, and they have a fight, and Kaya was like legit about to kill her, and it wasn't until Kale asked him to kill her is when he hesitates, and then Amber swoops in to save her. What I'm trying to say here is that although Kaya may have not tried to kill her per se, he definitely was hurting her. And actually, no, he did hurt her. He was like hurting her and would have killed her. He probably would have, to be honest. And I think the only reason why he hesitated was because she straight up asked him to kill her. And I say that because Kale was also in this year's Windbloom event, and Kaya doesn't appear, but she just kind of mentions Kaya just casually, and I was like, I don't know if I would mention, one of the people who almost killed me so casually. Again, I don't know if this event is ever going to mention what happened between them, because events are a gamble, but I sure hope they do.
Kale, Eula! What are you two doing here? Well, that question's really more for Eula.
Yeah, what are Eula doing here?
What a coincidence. I didn't expect to run into a fellow Favonian captain this far from Mondstadt. How's the vacation going?
Seriously? Bring the whole crew, why don't you?
Is it just Paimon, or does Eula not look particularly thrilled right now?
Who's up for some afternoon tea?
Oh, cool! Great idea! Let's go!
If you're trying to accommodate me, there must be some misunderstanding. I'm fine.
There's nothing embarrassing about running into colleagues in the wild.
But earlier you were...
Yeah. No, it's kind of like... Okay, actually, no, it's not the same, but I was gonna say, it's kind of like when you see a teacher in the same at your grocery store. But I think a better example would be, oh, you just see a guy from school at the local grocery store. And it's like, there's like a tiny part of you that's like, what are you doing here? You should not even exist outside of school, even though, like, obviously you live in the same town. Funny that is back. Sorry. Funny that Eula is back to the wish thing. Most people said she'd never come back, but they were dead wrong. Honestly, like, I mean, I knew Eula would come back eventually, since it's just kind of weird that she would never get a rerun. I didn't think it would be now, because it's funny, because it's also, like, right around the time everybody was like, oh my god, where's Eula? Is she ever coming back? It's funny.
Great. Well, I'm sure there's a fascinating reason behind why you're all the way out here in Sumeru. Do share it with us.
Kaya sure looks like he's getting a kick out of this.
If you must know, it's a little complicated. But simply put, I'm searching for a cousin of mine from the Lawrence clan.
What are Lawrence clan people doing in a tropical, humid area? Anocat is asking me something. I am assuming that you're asking me if I speak Portuguese. No puedo hablar portugués, pero sí puedo hablar español.
He went missing recently, and after searching his home, we found evidence that led us here. He appears to believe that somewhere in Sumeru lies the key to restoring our clan to its former glory.
Sure, yeah, whatever makes yourself feel better, man.
He came all the way to Sumeru for that? What was he going to do? Enroll at the academia?
That would be quite a roundabout way to achieve his goals.
I doubt he came here to learn. He's much too old to start getting a basic education now, and from what I know of him, I doubt he has any interest in intellectual pursuits.
You know, when it comes to this, it really does make me wonder, do the other nations have an education system? Because Sumeru is the only nation so far that has a school. It's the only one. And characters like Lisa, who is from Mondstadt, studied in Sumeru. And so sometimes I wonder, like, I'm sure that they must have some sort of education system. They never mention it. I used Translate to understand what you just said, and I'm very sure nobody understands you, or at least I don't. Oh well, only the Spanish speakers will understand.
All he cares about is restoring his clan's honor. Nothing wrong with that idea in principle, but I'm not certain how fanatical he is about it. So, there's no knowing what lengths he might go to. As a knight and a member of the Lawrence clan, it's my duty to make sure he doesn't bring harm to others.
Oh ho! If this is true, then your cousin is quite a man of action. Traveling alone to Sumeru from Mondstadt is no mean feat.
Nor is daring to make me personally concerned about his safety. He has no idea what's coming to him.
You know, underneath it all, Paimon thinks Eula's a really caring person.
It's almost like we had an entire story quest about that. Yes, Paimon, she is.
Yeah, she's the best! She brought me some moon pie last time.
Nice.
He is family, after all. Anyway, I will make sure to find him and escort him safely back to Mondstadt.
You're really going the extra mile for him. He'll owe you one after this.
Now, back to you. How and why did you all suddenly show up here?
We explained the situation to Eula and Kale.
I'm afraid that could be tricky. Master Tighnari is still at Partis the Eye delivering his lectures. He isn't due back for a while. But I think I'll be able to help out. The description in the invitation letter is vague, but I'm pretty sure it's hinting at somewhere in the desert.
The desert?
Does that mean Mom Mom's friend is from the desert? I guess I'll call her Auntie Desert for now. I remember Mahamatra Sino once told me a strange rumor about that part of the desert.
Oh, what part?
They say there's a secret domain there that can make all of your wishes come true. Wait. He said I should just call him Sino. I keep forgetting that.
Ah, that's adorable. That's so cute.
Huh. A domain that makes people's wishes come true.
Wow. So is it true? Does it really exist?
I probably would have believed it a few years ago. But now that I'm a little older and wiser, I think it makes sense to be more skeptical about things like this.
I absolutely love that. This is essentially the equivalent of Sino giving her like I don't know if bedtime stories is the right term. It's just like cute little stories here and there. That's adorable. So cute.
This explains a lot. The domain could well be a myth, but he probably figured he had nothing to lose. If you intend to search for this place, then please allow me to join you. My cousin has quite a collection of books about Sumeru desert mythology on his shelves. I highly suspect that he, too, is looking for that domain.
Can I come too? I think you might need me there. You'll definitely need a local guide while you're in Sumeru. And I think I have what it takes to be that person. Plus, it's a forest ranger's duty to bravely lend a helping hand to others in need.
We have every confidence in your abilities, Klee. Our party grows bigger and stronger still. What say you to this, Captain Klee?
I think it's super cool! I read in a storybook that on your own you can only have a drop of happiness, but in a group you have a whole ocean.
That's a very nice quote. That's cute.
So I'm sure Mom's friend will be super happy if I show up to visit and bring a whole bunch of friends with me.
Okay, so I freaking love that she only hangs out with adults. I don't know if that's funny or sad. Like, this is adorable. This is super cute. This is, like, absolutely adorable that, like, all of these people are, like, helping out this kid who's, like, 9, probably. And it's really, really cute that she sees us as, like, her friends. That's cute. That's adorable. But, like, man, Klee doesn't really have friends her own age. That we've seen of, at least.
That's the spirit. In that case, let's get the magic invite to take us there.
To be fair, I headcanon that, like, all of the kids are, like, somewhat afraid of her, though, because it's Klee. Klee takes out the magic invite, and everyone says the destination out loud. What, to the desert? The desert's big. Where exactly in the desert? Okay. It's just loading.
Whoa! This desert is huge!
I don't know, maybe they did just say the desert.
Wow, what an incredible sight.
This place.
Yes. The scenery is quite magnificent.
You good, Eula?
Are you okay, Eula? You don't look so good.
I'm fine. Just taking a moment to acclimatize. The air here is much drier than in Mondstadt. This area doesn't look very habitable, and I don't see a domain entrance nearby either.
Oh no. I didn't pronounce the destination wrong. Did I? I mean, I don't think I did. Nope, you got it right. It definitely wasn't your fault. I said Gundarvaville wrong earlier, but we still ended up in the right place.
Yeah, this little letter has some, like, pretty good voice recognition.
Klee's right.
I don't know if voice recognition is the right word.
There's no doubt about that.
Its ability to, like, understand what you're trying to say.
Maybe the entrance is hidden under a sand dune.
Probably.
Who knows? We'll just have to start by looking around.
Party splits up to search the area, but turns empty-handed. Turns out
so
empty-handed.
tired and so thirsty.
We should have found something by now. Unless there's a problem with the magic invite.
Huh? How could that happen? Uh-oh. Did I break it by accident? But I didn't do anything. Todoko will back me up. I'm innocent.
It's definitely not your fault, Klee. See? Not even a wrinkle on it.
If the domain is somewhere nearby,
Does Miss Honorary Knight have an idea?
instead of us trying to find the domain,
Paimon knows where you're going with this.
yes, we can try getting the domain to find us. Big brain.
Interesting approach. Assuming we're right about this magic
That's true, because
invite,
that's happened in the desert a few times. That's happened in the desert a few times where, I mean, the desert isn't, that we know of, it's not sentient, but like, there are some occasions where we're just kind of wandering around and then we just like either fall into like a domain or like a domain appears before us by falling into it. We stumble upon it by accident. I don't know if by accident is the right term. We stumble upon it, even though we're not necessarily looking for it. It's happened a few times in the desert. I mean, who wouldn't be afraid by some kid who could blow you to smithereens at any moment just because you made her upset? Klee is meant to be feared. Honestly.
that is to say, if it was sent from within the domain, the invite likely has some sort of connection to it.
Oh, I get it now. Plus, I know a super special trick we can use.
What kind of trick? Can you teach it to us too?
Of course! Mom said that if I ever need help, I just need to shout this out loud.
Okay.
Magic invite, Klee needs your aid. Do something now, so Klee's not afraid.
Look, something flew over.
Oh my god, it's a bottle. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty neat. There's like a little world inside the bottle.
It looks like a bottle.
Remarkably effective. That's one trick I'll be keeping up my sleeve in the future. You should make a note of it too, Eula.
Absolutely not. It's not my style.
I suppose bottles are pretty common in Sumeru mythology. So, is this supposed to be the entrance to the domain?
Yes.
A domain? In a bottle? Huh. Well, if there's one thing we learned in Liyue, it's never judge a domain by its cover.
If there's one thing we learned in Liyue, is that you can have an entire little pocket world If there's one thing we've learned in Liyue, is that you can have an entire little pocket world inside a teapot. So we can definitely have an entire mini world in a bottle.
Guess there's one way to find out if this really is the way in. Come on, reach out with your hand.
Touch the bottle. And thus we are inside. And it is loading again. I was a tad bit disappointed when I found out this quest was not going to bring back the Golden Apple Archipelago, because it's like a region that only appears during the summer events.
That answers that question.
There's a path! I'm gonna take a look!
But I do not
Hey,
mind.
don't run off and leave us all behind.
Exploring little magical worlds in bottles. I do not mind that. Also found in Liyue are oddly attractive funeral directors. Yes. Ooh, oh damn, that's pretty. Oh, this music is nice. This is some nice music. Man, I hate and love when they make entire soundtracks for events that are only going to show up for like a couple weeks. That's some dedication right there. Oh, okay, I was trying to get them in.
Look! There's a huge garden
Incredible. It looked so small from the outside. Everyone, I suggest that we stop here for a moment. We should take stock of our surroundings before deciding on our next course of action.
Since we're in a bottle, has anyone heard the story of the magic bottle?
Oh, you mean the one about King Deshret and the genie in a bottle? I've read it before, but I struggled with some of the vocabulary.
Ooh. I kind of doubt it's gonna be that one, though.
What's the story about, Kaya? Mom told me a story once about a group of adventurers who went to Bottle Land.
Bottle Land?
But I don't think there was a magic bottle in that one.
Oh my god, it's Genshin's version of Disneyland.
Don't worry, Klee. I can tell you all about the story of the magic bottle. But if you keep running off on your own, you'll miss all the good parts.
Oh. Okay, I got it. I'll stay with the group from now on.
You sense it too, don't you, Kale? Something's not quite right.
Something's a little fishy here.
Yeah, the scenery here is beautiful, but it's too quiet. And there's no sign of Klee's Auntie Desert here anywhere.
Maybe Auntie Desert lives way further down inside. This place is super big, just like Fischl's Immer Nachtreich.
How do you know about this?
We still have a long way to go.
Wait, okay. Either she's talking about the Mirage from the last summer event, or it's just stuff that she heard from Fischl and her rambles, which is it's most likely that. Disneyland, Bottleland, Motherland. Which side are you on? Which side is it on? Why do all of them land in land?
Guess we won't know until we get there. Let's keep going. Hopefully we'll meet her soon.
Invitation from afar. Secret summer paradise. Okay, let me just hold up. Let me just do the that's so cute. Me. Oh yeah, that's right. She's gonna be part of this. I completely forgot about that. Is this the are these the games? Oh wait, no, these are the okay, cool. This is the story. Park guide. Unable to collect this guide. I like the arts. I like the like style. This is cute. Collection on Cloud 9. Oh. 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 Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Bro, I don't play as Kaya usually. But I will try getting this skin. Attractions unlocks after 8 hours. Okay. Oh, what's the weapon? Oh. It's just getting Layla. I think I already have Layla. Alright, I guess. We just continue the little story thingy. Alright, so the characters already think that this land is a little sus.
Wouldn't it be faster?
No, it would not. And oh, that's super cute! Oh my god, it's the crates with slime eyes. That's super cute. If I remember correctly, didn't they also release a new Klee outfit? I think they did, yeah. But usually the 5-star outfits are actually like you have to pay for them, which I'm not paying. But yeah, it's not going to show up here. But it's absolutely adorable, and I kind of sort of like it more than her, like, normal design. Oh my god, boars! Let me just get these. I'm just running around like a child. Okay, I'm following the marker. Alright, so we already have, characters being a bit suspicious. This place is a bit, sus. I do wonder what secrets are we going to learn about. Since, like, I won't say this is like the goodbye to Sumeru, but it's definitely the I guess it does make sense that that the summer event does take place in Sumeru because, as I've mentioned earlier, Sumeru was like big. Like it, like not only is it narratively a turning point in Genshin, but like it like me personally, it like really showed like what they could like do. And so I guess it makes sense that like before we get to the new region, we just kind of like soak in all this Sumeru stuff. You know, squeeze out a little more stuff they have to offer. I think that's neat. How would you get down from there? Oh, okay, cool. Ladder. This is super cool. This like giant ravine. I love this. Oh, sleeping hilichurls. Will they awaken
It
when
looks
I
like no one set foot on this road for quite some time.
I agree. And the further we get, the more I feel like this place is a whole lot bigger than we imagined. Hey, there's something strange up ahead. Let's check it out.
Oh, so the reason I said that when Klee was like, oh, might this have to do with the story of King Destra and like the genies in a bottle? I was instantly like, no, I don't think so. It would actually surprise me if it was, which I highly doubt. Because the story of King Destra and the genie was pretty effed up, actually. It was pretty effed up. Which I love. I love it. I love it. I just mean that, like, for a cute little summer event with Klee, I don't know. How... Wait. I'm trying to figure out how you would, like, without just gliding. Okay, fine. Alright, I already messed up. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I like that thing. It looks like a giant eye.
Wow, it's a big ball of water.
I wonder
Oh, it looks
what
like an
it
earth.
feels like. Can I touch it?
Touch it.
It's so big that we could probably pass straight through it.
What? And that was the last we ever heard of Paimon. Watch out, you might get gobbled up by a water ball monster.
That's so scary. Stop giving Paimon the heebie-jeebies.
No, just go in there. It's gonna be fine. Just like lightly push Paimon into the water.
Let's not touch it for now. We still don't know enough about our environment.
Throw a stick at it.
But we can't just do nothing at all because then nothing at all will happen.
It is true, yeah.
I have a feeling that this could be the core that sustains this entire bottle domain. In which case, the moment we touch it, this place will instantly revert to its original size.
Oof.
With all of us still inside.
Yeah, that'd be bad. I've always found it creepy when a character was talking, yet the character themselves aren't physically around. They only materialize in cutscenes. Weird. Well, you don't want to play 4 people at once, I guess. Which, I mean, okay, I guess you do technically, but like, you know what I mean?
Yikes. Okay. Paimon won't touch it. Jeez.
Kaya, are we really gonna get squished inside a bottle?
Yes, and that's why you shouldn't touch it.
Of course not, Klee. I'm sure the real core of this domain is hidden away in a very safe place. Somewhere like... over there, for example.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I was gonna be like, maybe, but like, there's this giant, like, eye-looking thing up there.
I was so nervous that I didn't notice that big wheel at all.
Wait, who goes there?
Oh? Hello?
It's the water ball monster! Ah! The water ball monster is real!
It doesn't seem hostile.
It's a little...
In fact,
it's a little guy.
don't think it looks happy to see us.
Really? You sure it's not gonna gobble up Paimon whole?
Nah, you'll be fine. Gurgle.
I don't think it's hungry. Are you, water droplet?
All right, so we got a little companion, little not animal, a little guy.
Oh dear. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm not understanding a word of this.
It's with body language, Kaya. Haven't you ever had a pet before? Yes. You shouldn't touch it. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. I could care less about most of them getting crushed, but Kale on the other hand,
Wait! Don't go! Wait for us!
dang. Oh, we can teleport. Okay.
Why'd it stop? Maybe it can understand us after all.
Oh, I get it now. It's leading the way for us, just like the cats in Mondstadt.
Like the cats? How so?
When you're walking around in Mondstadt City, sometimes a cat will show up on the side of the road. It'll walk ahead of you for a while, and if you're curious enough to follow it, you'll soon find yourself in front of a fine establishment called...
The cat's tail. They're always like near it.
Exactly. So let's see where this water droplet takes us. It could be interesting.
Don't you, oh man, don't you hate it when cats appear on the side of the road and they lead you to a bar? Don't you hate that? I hate that. That's annoying. Hypothetically, what would happen? Nothing. Okay. Hold on for a second. I'm alive. Alright, where is it? There it is. Hello.
It went this way, right?
Oh, okay.
Hope we haven't lost it.
Moving around.
Did the water droplet go into that cave?
I absolutely love that the crates have slime eyes. That's so cute. That's adorable. I love that. That's so cute.
Huh? Another strange contraption. And there's a weird-looking wall over there.
It's gonna show a mural. I'm just kidding.
This kind of looks like that ball of water we saw earlier. Did the water droplet bring us here because it wants our help with something?
What? Your friend is trapped in the wall?
No.
Don't be sad, water droplet. We're here now. We'll save your friend.
You bet. But how are we gonna save them? Do we have to break down this wall somehow?
Nope, we can't do that. No breaking the wall.
Do we need to find a key of some sort then?
Okay.
Oh no! Where'd it go?
Look,
That's a puzzle.
the
Well,
device
duh.
is lit up. And it's projecting images onto the wall.
Oh. Ooh. Oh! It's the little platformer thingy they showed in their trailers.
A two-dimensional space with objects of the same composition as the device nested inside.
What Kaya said, and that's where its friend is.
But how exactly do we enter the image on the wall?
Maybe we just copy what the water droplet did?
Which is like disappear.
But what does that mean?
Hold on, I think Klee's onto something. Since the water droplet appears to be the key that activated the mechanism, we may be able to follow it inside simply by touching the device.
Alright, alright.
The principle is no different than how we entered this bottle domain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Fair enough. Okay, deep breath, then head in.
I mean, it's not a mural, but I was thinking like, yeah, that's a perfect place to put an image. Oh. Get close to activate, stream projector. Trash. Okay. Alright, alright. Use. Oh, that's weird. You know, maybe it's just because of the rest of the art style in this little platformer mini game, but I kind of wish we stayed as a silhouette.
You really entered the wall!
Cause like, I don't know if this sounds weird, but this is kind of reminding me of that. What was that game? What was that? Like, I think it was called like Inside or something, which it was this like platformer, but it was either you were a silhouette. No, you weren't a silhouette. You were just like a very, very simplified like 3D model. I thought that was really cool. What I'm saying is that I think it would be cool if either we were a very simplified model or if we were just a straight up silhouette to fit in with the art style, but it's fine.
Huh? There's a box blocking your way. Wait, is it a reflection of this box in front of the wall? Come back out for a second.
Yes. Ah, okay, okay. Let's do... Oh shit.
The box on the wall moved too!
Alright. And I can open a chest inside the platformer world.
Wow, another water droplet
Oh,
just
well.
came out from the wall!
Oh, that's cool, that's cool. Hey yo! Hey yo! This is cute. I like this. I like this little
It was flat as a
platformer
pancake
style.
in there, but as soon as it came out, it turned all plump and round. Guess it makes sense that the water droplet's friend is also a water droplet.
Aw, and they both do the same thing to show they're happy.
Water droplet number 2 ran off.
It's saying thank you, Miss Honorary Knight. That was a huge help.
Yeah, it was nothing.
Traveler,
It was cute.
how do you feel after entering that two-dimensional space? Any physical side effects?
Nope, I feel the same as ever. Ah, the pain! I've been squashed flat like a traveler pizza. Yeah, let me go with that one, that's funny.
Quit while you're behind. You're clearly fine.
Well, I'm just glad that you're okay.
Lumine achieved the ultimate dream of living in a 2D world.
Good thing Eula's here to look out for everyone. Can't say the same for you though, Kaya. You were pretty quick to send the traveler inside.
Hey now, I only suggested that because I was confident that the traveler would be fine.
We would go in anyway. Like not just because it's a game, just because, like, we're the protagonist.
Water droplet, is there anyone else here besides you and your friend?
Huh?
Yep, you know, anyone who looks like me or my friends.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it ran off again. Hopefully this is a good sign.
If anyone dies, always blame Kaya. It's always his fault.
Amazing. Come on, let's follow it.
Kaya's the reason. Kaya's at fault for everything. Where? I'm just gonna assume it's up here. Oh man, hold on for a sec. I'm back. Oh, oh, this is some nice music. It's like a carnival. Hold up for a second. Where exactly am I going? Ooh. Oh, this is cute. Let's go somewhere here. Yeah, it's like carnival music. Oh man, I remember when the trailer of this event first showed up. Ah, this is cute. I remember when like the trailers of this place showed up, and it had like this like carnival music and just a bunch of carnival showmen, theater, circus aesthetic. I was like, oh man, heck yeah. I first of all, I love the showman aesthetic. Second of all, oh, this is clearly preparing you for Fontaine. Because just by Linny and Lynette's whole thing and the music in the trailer, like, I mean, obviously it's inspired by like Victorian France. Yeah, obviously it's inspired by Victorian France, but you know, the Victorian era was also the era of like the circus and performance and showmanship. Because that's like more or less when they came about. Oh man, so I can't wait. But yeah, I love the like carnival showmany vibes. And the music, I love the music. Wizard, 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 wizard. Oh, I could get it. Let me just steal all the fruit. There's a lot of water droplets.
Like there might be a town up ahead. Huh. Maybe more people live in this domain than we thought.
Oh, water creatures.
Maybe that's where Auntie Desert lives.
I was gonna mention this about all of the water stuff, like the water ball and the water droplets. This little water duck here. Oh, this music is so cute. I mean, I'm gonna say this a million times, but like the summer events are typically made to like not exactly prepare you for the next region, but they kind of like hint at stuff in the next region. And so all of this like water stuff combined with the carnival aesthetic. Yes.
Itia, the situation is now critical. Our window of opportunity to
Okay.
fix this is rapidly closing.
Hello?
I'm sure you've noticed just how much things have deteriorated in recent days.
But even so...
This is your home.
Look
Are
at me.
you really going to let everything fall to pieces?
I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting this.
Well, I live here, but it doesn't actually belong to me.
I felt that.
Huh? Paimon knows that voice.
It definitely sounds like someone we know.
Anyone else who comes into this domain in the future will take one look at the ruins before them and conclude that this place was abandoned years ago.
Which we did a little earlier.
But just imagine how different things could be if you maintain this domain in perfect condition. Whoever sets foot inside would witness a magical wonderland. How miraculous it would feel to them to find such unimaginable beauty in the middle of a lifeless desert.
Oh, you're right, General. Truly, but...
Act now while you still can. You have to stand up to this and break free from your despair. The most important thing is to have no regrets in the end.
Well, no one chooses to have regrets, do they? But I take your point. I'll try my best to stop running away.
Who are these people?
But the question remains of where to begin.
Paimon's figured out who it is! Is it Miss Honorary Knight's friend from a faraway land?
Indeed. She is a divine priestess.
A divine priestess? What's that? Is it a kind of mage?
What are you doing here? Huh? We have new visitors?
Yup, hello.
Greetings, everyone. This is the Valurium Mirage, and I'm the caretaker, Adia.
Alright, so it's another mirage. Okay. So are we all like actually just like passed out in the desert? Probably not. I don't know. I don't think the mirages in the previous event were completely fate. At least mostly.
I'm so sorry that you have to see this domain in its current state of disarray. We are actively working on repairs, and everything will be back to normal shortly. I hope.
Greetings, everyone. I guess I should introduce myself too.
It's alright. Just leave the introductions to me.
I kinda wanted to say hello in my own way. But no harm done. I guess I'll let her do the honors.
This lady is a visitor to the domain, just like yourselves. She is a formidable military general. Have any of you heard of Inazuma's Onmyo Chamber?
The, what chamber?
Onmyo Chamber. It's an elite training academy for gifted students of Onmyodo. Practitioners are divided into 4 classes, A through D, and assigned the power of Shikigami based on their mastery of the art.
Nope, I have not heard of that.
Wait.
This lady famously led the Class D underdogs to victory against the Class A favorites in the final mock campaign before graduation. An astonishing feat that few in the history of the Academy have ever achieved.
Well,
hence, formidable general is no exaggeration.
Well, I mean, I guess we know that Inazuma does have military education.
Isn't that right, General? What's wrong?
Huh? Wait, so the favorites were beaten by the classy underdogs? Paimon's not completely following.
Those all sound like tropes from Inazuman light novels. Oh man, can you imagine, like, in a school setting when they, like, split you up in groups and, like, all of your groups are just, like, storytelling archetypes? It's like, you are, like, Group A is going to be the mentor who's gonna die, and, Group B is the sympathetic villain who will be redeemed at the end.
That doesn't sound like the divine priestess Miss Honorary Knight was talking about. Uh-oh. Did she just get caught lying in front of someone she was trying to impress? Or maybe she uses a different identity in her private life, and this is the first time her friends are learning about it. Seems kind of embarrassing, but also kind of cool. I guess having someone else to introduce you is a good way to make an impression.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd fit in better with everyone if I had a title too. Some people call me a general, but it's just their way of showing respect. My actual name is Sangonomiya Kokomi.
Huh? Oh no. Sorry, my mistake, General. I mean, Miss Sangonomiya?
Call me whatever you like, Itia. The only important thing about names is knowing who's who. Oh, I get it now. It's like that story that Mom told me that time.
Hold up. Does that mean Inazuma would be prepared to fight a revolution against the British Empire in case they decide to colonize Tibet? Yeah.
Klee can explain. So basically, in the story, a big group of people go on an adventure to Bottleland. One of them's called the King, and some of them are called Knights. So, Miss Sangonomiya must be the super smart one who solves all the problems in the story. What's that one called again?
Perhaps a sage?
Indeed. Wisdom is an important attribute found in military generals.
Alright. So just from the little special event in the special event, that sounds weird, the special program, the little live stream that the game makes, to, like, advertise the event, yeah, they all of the characters kind of sort of play, like, little roles and act out a little story, and, like, I think it's cute. It's like, oh, here's a little story that Klee heard, and they're going to be, like, effectively repeating that.
Okay, well, I'll just call you that. Miss General it is. Fine by me. Sounds really cute, coming from you. At least, cuter than my pen name, that's for sure.
I do not feel like I know what she's talking about. I cannot remember.
Well then, how should I address the rest of you?
Old friends for me, I hope. Comrades in arms, unless you've forgotten.
How could I ever forget you? But what about these esteemed ladies and gentlemen accompanying you? I'd be delighted if you could introduce me to them too. Wait! Klee wants a title too! Okay, got it! Klee wants to be a mage! The kind that flies around everywhere! Da-da-da! Whoosh! Kaya can be the master thief. Miss Honorary Knight can be...
Night.
The Knight. And Paimon will be the fairy who follows the knight everywhere.
I mean, yeah, she got it pretty spot on. I love that Kaya's the master thief.
Master thief, huh? I did like playing pirates as a child, so I suppose this is an apt role for me. And I must admit, the master part is a nice touch.
Hold on a second. Are you saying the position of knight is now filled?
Yep, honorary knight, baby.
Yula can be the sword master who can cut through anything and also gets to wear a super sparkly cape.
That's more like it.
And Kale can be, the healer.
We wanna be the knight? We can swap.
No, I don't mind. Healer is a great role. I just don't know if I'm qualified to be one.
Kale, sweetie, baby. This is just a 9-year-old giving titles. This is just like a little kid giving us like random little titles. It doesn't mean anything, okay? I promise.
Whenever I'm thinking of titles for myself, I usually imagine myself as an adventurer or musician. I never thought I could be a healer. I mean, it feels like it should be Master Tainari's role, if anyone's.
Don't worry, Kale. You'll be the bestest healer ever. You don't talk much, but you're very kind, just like the healers in Mom's stories.
I love that Klee is just able to like pick out like the personalities of these people.
You'll do fine. I heard you're good with bandages. You can patch up a wound, can't you?
I can pitch a tent. Maybe you heard wrong? But I'll do my best. It's my first day filling in for Master Tainari, but hopefully it's the first of many.
This is a great idea. Once a new visitor arrives, they can assume a new identity, then add in some role-playing.
Oh man, they straight up said it's just roleplay. Oh, that's great. I was gonna say like, oh, this is just like a little game that the kid is playing. It's like, yeah, roleplay. It's just roleplay.
Oh, we can't leave you out, Miss Adia. There are lots of characters in Mom's stories, but you don't remind me of any of them.
Oh.
That's perfectly okay. I already have a role here anyway, remember? I'm the caretaker.
I got it! This wasn't in any of the stories, but you can be the mascot.
The mascot.
Mascot?
Klee, maybe you could think up an even better role for Miss Adia.
Yeah, that's a bit of a... I mean, it's not a bad role, I guess, but...
A mascot, you say? Isn't that a character that doesn't have to actually do anything and sits around letting everyone else do all the important work? Incredible. You've seen right through me.
Sounds like the idea of being lazy is pretty exciting to her.
Honestly, man, no, but like, to be completely honest... Now, see, it depends. It would depend on how I'm feeling. But if I was suddenly thrusted into a role play, and I did not want to be in it, which most of the time I would definitely want to be in it, but if I didn't want to, if I wasn't feeling it, I would 100% pick the mascot role. I love that. That's great.
The mascot serves to maintain troop morale, Adia. Don't underestimate your role.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, got it. Definitely Kokomi.
Ah, alright. I'll be the mascot then.
Now, if you don't mind me, I'm gonna go buy some cookies and act cute so people buy my character pins. I'm the mascot, you know? That's what mascots are.
That's right. Thank you for bringing these new friends here safely. You can go off and play now.
Thanks, Water Droplet. See ya!
Aw, that's cute. It waved at us.
Water Droplet? Is that your pet name for it? I suppose it's as accurate a nickname as any.
We keep getting sidetracked. But I believe you were saying something
Oh,
about
yeah,
being
that's
in a
right.
difficult predicament. Is something wrong with the Valyria Mirage?
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot about that.
Oh, yes. about that. I'm afraid the entire domain has recently sustained some significant damage. It was as if the whole world was suddenly flipped upside down. A few components went missing from the core, which sustains the domain, and the impact cascaded out from there. Needless to say, many things in the Valurian Mirage have now stopped working. Just days after I agreed to let my friend's daughter come and visit too. When she gets here and sees the state this place is in...
Oh, so you're Mom's friend? Hi, Auntie
Oh.
Desert. I'm
Aw.
Klee. Here, I brought the magic invite, see?
That is that's cute.
Huh? Wait, so you're...
Look how dilated her pupils are. She must be very surprised.
Yeah, and not in a good way. Mom's the one who sent me here. She's the strongest mage ever. She said that her friend lives in the desert. You live in the desert, so that must be you. Right, Auntie Desert?
Ah, I see. So being a mage runs in the family.
Okay.
You're Alice's daughter!
Indeed.
Oh, I just want the ground to swallow me up right now! Wait, that's it! I'll hide myself away in the core of the domain! Hide there until this all blows over! See you all in 100 years!
Idia's really going through it. She's like a shriveled little forest fungus, hanging its head in shame.
Klee? That's a harsh analogy. Where'd all that come from?
Oh, well, that happens when, you know, you live in the forest and you watch a bunch of fungi.
Don't worry, Auntie Desert.
Examine their
Klee's
behavior.
here to help you, and all my friends will help too. Just take a deep breath, and then another deep breath, and all your worries will fly away.
Klee's right. Many hands make light work.
Yeah, don't you worry. Lady Fix-A-Lot over here has a good track record with this kind of thing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I always end up doing, you know? I'm used to it by this point. I wander into a place. It doesn't have to be like a place that I'm looking for. It's just a place. I just wander into a place, and no matter how much I just want to, you know, kick back, relax, there's always something to fix. There always is. And, you know, I never asked for it, and it bugged me, you know, for the first few arcs. But, like, you know, at this point, I just kind of accepted that's just kind of what I do in this world.
Well, I'm useless, but it looks like that won't matter with all you capable people around. Fantastic.
Don't put yourself down, Idia. You're great too.
Thanks for your encouragement. Anyway, for the time being, please talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
That'll give me some time to think things through and maybe make a start on, delegating.
So what is she? Because I don't think she's human because of those eyes. It's mostly the eyes and the hair. It's mostly the eye. It's the eyes in combination with the hair that makes me go, you don't seem human. What are you?
Hi, Miss General. Miss Honorary Knight says that you're from Watatsumi Island. What's it like there? There must be loads of fish, right? Wait! You look kinda like a mermaid. Are there fish in your family?
Oh, sorry to disappoint you, Miss Mage, but I'm just an ordinary human.
I just have a very mermaid-like design.
I have lots of great stories about Watatsumi Island, though. Come on, let's enjoy the scenery while I tell you all about it.
Watatsumi Island is like genuinely like one of the prettiest locations in the entire game, though. Like it is so pretty. I like to just wander in Watatsumi. It's super pretty. Oh, teleporter. Kind of sucks that like canonically in lore, it's not the most fertile land. So like it doesn't really like produce much food, and that's why they're so dependent on the rest of Inazuma.
Feeling nervous, Klee? Well, it's your first time as a guide, after all.
Hmm? Oh no, not at all. I'm just, still settling into the role. So I was thinking about how to talk more like Master Tighnari.
Kale, sweetie, I promise you, it does not matter. I promise you.
Well, the easiest way to imitate someone is to start with their most common turns of phrase.
Oh, okay. In that case, put that mushroom down. Now, it's highly poisonous.
There you go. With just a few simple words, you've captured your master's personality perfectly.
Honestly, that is like so true though. That is so true. Like, okay, like I don't act. I'm not a role player, but I do like to write. And like one of the easiest ways for me to get into like the headspace of a character is like how do they say things, you know? Because like how people say things tell you like a lot about their personality.
Anyway, what about your role? Don't you mind being the Master Thief? It doesn't sound like you're one of the good guys.
Nah, man, I love that role. It sounds great.
Maybe not. Until you factor in that I only steal from the enemy. I think that's enough to make me one of the good guys. Don't you?
Sure, yeah.
Oh! Fair point, fair point.
Okay, so I don't think we're gonna get much Kale and Kaya's thing that happened in the manga. I guess we're just not gonna acknowledge that, which I'm fine with. Like, I'm okay with that. I don't need it. It's just does the tree shake when I it did something. Did you get all the apples? Nope. Shoot the tree. You shoot the. Ah, there we go. A berry in a tree? Oh. Hello. Sweet. Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, like I don't mind that too much. Too much keyword. Since this is just like a cute little filler event, but there's also just like a kind of tiny part of me that's like, I don't know, I feel like it's a pretty big thing that happened between the two, and at least in the manga, that was Kale's like only real impression of Kaya, so, I don't know. I don't know, if my first impression of Kaya was him trying to literally, like, him almost killing me, look, even if he's a decent guy, I still might just be the tiniest bit apprehensive against him, you know? Imelda says hi, hello! Welcome to my, dumb little stream.
Who else has visited the Valoria Mirage recently? There was someone from the academia who came not long ago. A Kasharawar scholar. Blonde hair. Architect, I think.
Kaveh? What was Kaveh doing here?
He was a huge help, and redesigned many of the buildings here. Although he was always grumbling to himself, he was extremely diligent in his work. What a kind person.
Oh man, it is Kaveh. How did he end up here? I bet you he just wandered in here by complete accident, and he saw, like, the buildings in disarray, and, like, the artist he is like, I need to fix this. Like, I can't just stand idly by while watching these poor buildings crumble to dust.
I could tell that was a sensitive soul. A lot like me. Sorry. Please pretend you didn't hear that. I'm, of course, a very strong and resilient person. After him, an aristocrat from Mondstadt showed up, then Miss Sangonomiya.
People just keep showing up. I actually found your channel and wanted to say keep up the good work. Thank you.
Unfortunately, everything here suddenly started changing before I had the chance to be a good host and show them around.
Do you know where the Mondstadt aristocrat is now?
If I remember correctly, he headed north after the incident.
Oh man, I thought she was talking about Eula.
It's a pity we're having all these issues. If we could get everything working normally again, I could probably locate him in an instant. Still, not to worry. There's nothing dangerous here.
Hey, Idia, you got an update for us? We've all caught up with each other.
Very well. Then please allow me, Idia, your mascot, to explain exactly what's happened here.
All right, what happened? She's pretty happy with this mascot role, huh? You know, at first, like in the beginning, I was like, man, the mascot role sucks. And then after giving it a little bit of thought, I was like, you know, I'd like a mascot role.
Basically, this entire domain is powered by a device called the Central Hub, which you all saw earlier. But following a major incident, several key components from the Central Hub came loose and went flying.
Okay.
4 components, I believe, which has caused the Central Hub to stop turning.
Oh, so that thing's supposed to spin?
Yes, it definitely shouldn't be frozen still like it is now. At least, that's not how it was when I first got here. Oh, I've done such a terrible job of taking care of it, it's so embarrassing.
Hey, everything's gonna be okay. So, we need to fix the big wheel up there. And to do that, we need to find the missing parts.
Right. I do know where one of the parts is. It landed not too far away. But the rest all landed in different areas. I'm afraid you'll have to go and look for those.
One of the few things I've never liked about the game is how they never bothered actually giving the traveler their voice 99.99% of the time. Man, like there's a part of me that wants it, but there's another part of me that's like, nah, it could stay. It could stay the way it is. And I don't remember why. Because like I've explained this to one of my friends who doesn't play Genshin, but like I talk a lot about it to her. And I talked about how the Traveler is not Link, like from Breath of the Wild or from Zelda. Like Link, Link is you. Link is just you, right? He's the link between the game and the player. Uh, and like yeah, they do sprinkle in some personality with Link, but ultimately Link is just a player stand-in. The Traveler is not. The Traveler is indeed their own character with their own like thoughts and motivations. And it's really highlighted in some of the quests that there are some quests where you basically have no control over the main character's actions. Like it's yeah, so there's like a part of me that's like, "Oh yeah, the Traveler should definitely 100% have more voice lines." And they should. But there's also another part of me that's like, I don't know if I want to hear the Traveler talk every single time uh they like during the dialogue selection. I don't really know if I want that either, you know? So I'm not sure. There's also the fact that like, oh, there's a difference between reading it and like having it voiced, where like having it voiced it's a little bit slower because of course the person is talking, meanwhile reading it you can just like skim their lines. Oh, it's a thing that you could there could be a debate with this. I do agree that the Traveler should have more voiced lines though. I do agree with that. I see this game everywhere. I know what it is, but I'm not really at all interested in playing it. My older sister likes the game though. Ah, that's great. This is well, you know what it is. I was gonna say, oh, this is Genshin Impact. It's my favorite game, and it's low-key the only game I play because I am not a gamer, as I have said millions of times.
Now, as the caretaker and your mascot, I shall announce your respective adventure duties.
You can just be yourself if you want. No need to force the whole role-playing thing.
Oh my god, Klee actually listened to me from beyond the screen.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I was thinking that maybe Swordmaster Eula and Healer Kale could investigate the Northern Zone, if that's okay?
Fine by me. I was going to be looking for my cousin there anyway.
I'll be your backup, Eula. I know you usually team up with Amber, so I'll try my best to fill her shoes.
Fourth wall, lol.
Oh? Well, this'll be fun. Let's see if a forest ranger can outperform an outrider.
You're an outrider? I don't think Eula's an outrider.
Master Thief Kaya and Mage Klee, if you could earmark some time in your busy schedules to search the West Zone.
Earmark? What does that mean?
It just means we mustn't forget to do it. Don't worry. We can handle that.
Finally, we have our General, Miss Sangonomiya, and our Knight, the Traveler. If there's no objections, please come with me to retrieve the first component.
Understood. You have my sword.
Wow, spoken like a true knight.
Then, for my part, my strategic mind is at your service.
All right, well, if anyone finds anything, come back here and we'll regroup. Please take care while you're out on the road and look after each other, especially our little mage here.
You got it! I'll take extra special care of Kaya.
Oh, that's cute. Amber and Klee, best friends. No objections are legal. I mean, yeah, no, they are. Like canonically. They're canonically, like, very, very good friends. I love Amber and Klee. One of the biggest things that disappointed me in the Windbloom event was that, Amber and Klee didn't have, like, the reunion I wanted to see. Because Kale's already been to Mondstadt, apparently. I thought that was, like, her first time visiting Mondstadt since the comic. But no, she's already visited there multiple times. And we didn't even get to see that much of Amber and Klee, and I was a little disappointed, honestly.
I'll be on my best behavior.
Okay, we'll leave it there for now. You two, please follow me. I remember seeing it just behind the central hub.
So, how come you didn't bring it back when you first saw it?
Yeah.
I'd have been more than happy to, if this one component was enough to fix the whole domain. But with 3 other components to find, oh, I suddenly felt overwhelmed by how much work needed doing.
So either...
Someone kinda gets that. Taking the first step is always the hardest part.
That is true, though. That is very much true. I was gonna say... Either she is genuinely lazy, or Klee and Eula are right to be suspicious. I do like playing RPG pixel games, like Mad Father type. Love the mystery. Oh, I've never heard of it. Keep heading towards the location. Yeah, I was also gonna say, I think I'm gonna play for like 10-ish more minutes and then end the stream here. So.
Huh?
Look how giant these logs are. So you can't grab onto these. Okay, so, like, at the edge of the world.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Am I that old? I don't know. I mean, I feel old half the time. Okay. Guess we're going that way. This music is so nice. I love this music. Ooh, okay, okay. I see.
Hey, so Paimon's been meaning to ask, what brought you here, Kokomi?
Yeah, why are you here?
Oh, well, things have quieted down in Watatsumi Island for now. So I thought I'd take the chance to get out and see more of the world.
You've traveled a pretty long way. Why Sumeru?
I figured that I needed to venture further than usual to really broaden my horizons. Well, that's one reason anyway. I can explain in more detail another time.
Oh yeah, I kind of keep forgetting that. Because in Inazuma, one big thing about Inazuma is that, one thing about Inazuma is that, in the lore, not in the lore, but it's just straight up in the quest, it's like a big thing that Inazuma is a very, like, isolationist country. And it wasn't until we intervened that they allowed to, like, open their borders, because it's supposed to be a reference to Japan's, like, real life 200 years of isolation. Uh, and so, like, I kind of sort of forget that, like, all of these Inazuman characters outside of Inazuma now, it's like their first time out of the country, like, ever. Well, either ever or it's their first time in a very, very, very long time. I kind of sort of forget that because, like, the different characters from different regions meeting up during events is a very common thing, because events is also like, it's also like a chance for, like, oh, all of these characters to, like, meet up, and it's really nice, it's really cute. But with Inazuma, I just kind of forget that, because we had one event in Inazuma, so that actually makes sense, where characters were traveling to Inazuma, because it was like it was around the time they opened their gates. Uh, but Inazuman's leaving. It's kind of like oh yeah, this is like most of them. It's like their first time ever leaving. It's huh. It's like this way. How do I get up there? Do I just climb up there? I guess I do. I'm in my 20s, and that game came out in my middle school years. Well, I mean, I'm a baby I'm in my baby 20s, but I don't know. I was an Undertale kid. I was more obsessed with Undertale. And Portal. Yeah, I have enough stamina. It's fine. I'm just trying to get to the teleporter. And the teleporter's down there. Oh, it's fine. Ah, perfect. There it is. Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, this is the spot. Now, I'm sure you're both wondering, but where's the component? There's nothing here. Oh, where could it be?
Oh, it's the reflection thingy. Have to go. Gonna cook dinner for me and my brothers. Anyways, love your channel. Thank you. Good luck. Good luck with your cooking.
Oh, it's that lamp thingy, right? Water Droplet showed us how that works already.
I love that the thing's name is just Water Droplet. That's cute.
Yes, that's the one. There goes my big introduction. Showing people the ropes is supposed to be my job. Oh, I can't believe I'm being shown up by a Hydro-Eidolon.
Eidolon? Hydro-Eidolon?
Cheer up, Edea. The Hydro-Eidolon can give a basic demonstration of how to use things, but beyond that, it can't communicate.
Just a little water droplet.
That's where you come in. Your descriptions can explain everything in full, vivid detail.
It's just a little guy.
Paimon forgot how persuasive Kokomi can be when she really wants to. Sometimes having a genius strategist around really comes in handy.
Now I see how an eloquent speaker can persuade others to not only agree with them but do things for them.
Oh, well, if you put it that way. Well then, just pretend like you've never seen it before, and I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
This is called the streaming projector. Everything here in the Valurium Mirage was made using this device.
Okay.
All you need to do is place an item in the projector, and you can construct a corresponding item based on the shape of the original and your imagination.
So I'm assuming that the core is basically just a giant projector. All you need to do is place an item in the projector so you can construct a corresponding item based on the shape of the original and your imagination. How does that work? It's a projector, isn't it? But all you need to do is place an item in the projector, yeah. Construct a corresponding item based on the shape of the original. Yeah, that's like projecting and your imagination. Okay. Unless they're talking about like I don't know, use your imagination
At least,
and not
I
being
think
powered
that's
by
what
it.
it used to do. With the domain in its current state, only its most basic functions are still operable.
Basic functions like shining light.
Okay, not quite that basic. At the moment, it's only able to show two-dimensional objects.
Okay.
I call them preprints.
All right, so it can project 3D objects. Okay. All right. That makes sense. That makes sense. So I guess the core really is just like one giant projector.
Think of it like a sort of draft or blueprint or something.
So you're saying the component fell into the preprints?
Yes, exactly. I'll leave you to go in and physically retrieve it. While I'll be out here rooting for you by doing a motivational dance.
Do a little boogie, you know? A little boogie, a little swing, a little dance.
Really?
Yes.
No, sorry.
Aw.
I feel like I have two left feet when I try to dance. I guess I'll just find a place nearby to sit and wait patiently for you.
Hey, come on! Cheer up! We'll handle everything from here!
All right. And I'll do this one first. Enter the preprint world. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't think about this. I might need to move some boxes. Hold up. There's some nice music too, dang it. Okay, moving this. Moving that here. And I need the box. Oh, whoa, no. Back. No. You can play your little ragtime after. Also, ragtime music. I love ragtime music. Okay, no. No, I wanted the ragtime. It's fine. I love the music of this place. I mean, I love Genshin music regardless, but I really love this. I really hope Fontaine has, like, this quality. Which it should! Oh wait, no, the chest! Chest.
Doesn't look like the component is in here. Yes, that's the one!
Yeah, I don't
Now
think
you
it
just
needs
need to
fall.
bring it
I
back
don't think
out.
it takes fall. I don't think it takes fall damage. Hey!
What is this thing anyway? Some kind of gear?
Yep.
And why is it so small? It doesn't look like it belongs in that huge wheel.
Well, have you ever seen a clock?
It's hard to
Like
explain,
the gears of a
but
clock?
I assure you that it's definitely one of the components. So that leaves 3 more components missing.
Every journey begins with a first step. I think we're off to a good start, and things should keep going smoothly from here.
You really think so?
Of course, trust the general.
I suppose you're right. She did manage to defeat Class A at the Onmyo Chamber after all.
You don't need to keep bringing that up.
Yeah, I was a little confused when she said that because, like, because, like, after that they were like, oh man, she lied about, like, Kokomi's title, and I'm like, wait, so it didn't happen? I'm still confused.
Anyway, thank you for all your help. I'll take this and start trying to repair the central hub. You two may as well head back to town. Oh, why am I so clumsy? Once again, I was no help at all. The least I can do is try and handle the actual repairs.
All right, so it's 9:14. I think it's about time that I end the stream. So, we're still fairly early on in the event. What do I think so far? It's really cute. It's adorable. Um, I like all of the characters that are here. I think that's pretty fun, pretty cool. I'm a little disappointed about the Kale Kaya thing, but like, I mean, I already accepted it back in the Windbloom Festival that we weren't gonna get any, we weren't gonna touch on that. If they do, I will be surprised. Um, but, so yeah, Mirage. It's a new little Mirage, really cute, adorable. Uh, does it replace the
Sure,
golden?
I'll play you another tune.
Not now. Does it replace the Golden Apple Archipelago? I am not sure. The Idia, the blue-eyed girl. I'm sus. She's very sus. Maybe it's just me, but I'm getting some sus vibes from her. Pretty curious what's her whole deal. I don't think she's human. And I love that. It's that Eula and Kale were also like, huh, this place feels a little sus. So can't wait to learn more about that. Uh, and I mentioned this earlier, but just like let me grab a little thingy. All of the like Fontaine stuff they're hinting at, like with the music and the carnival aesthetic and yeah, with the music and the carnival and the machines, because Fontaine is definitely hinted to be very technologically advanced compared to uh the other nations of Tavat, which I've seen people complain about. I've seen people be like, "Oh, the Fontaine doesn't fit like the aesthetic of the rest of Genshin because the rest of Genshin is definitely in this like Renaissance like 1500-ish or 1600-ish era and the Victorian
Something on your mind
eras
again?
and the
Let's work
Victorian
through it together.
not
Two
now,
heads are
Nahida.
better than...
And the Victorian era is a bit of a weird jump. And you're right, it is, but maybe it's just my historical knowledge, but actually that's kind of sort of realistic. Like a little fun fact in history, guys. When England started colonizing, well they were already colonizing. Um but when they were like in full force in their industrial revolution, uh like a lot of countries were left behind, specifically America. America didn't start its industrial revolution until like almost half a century later. So while England and Germany, I think, but mostly England because they were the ones that started it. So like while England was
Come
very
on, traveler, let's
let's
go.
go.
The world is
So while England was very like was industrializing a lot, the rest of the world was still stuck in the like in the like 1700s. And even and also just depended on the country that you lived at. Like for instance, Russia basically stayed in the Middle Ages until the 1900s. So, and it usually comes from the fact that like these countries either take a while to industrialize, it's mostly just that they take a while to industrialize, or they refuse to industrialize, because some countries that happened too during this time. What I'm trying to say here is Fontaine being so advanced and looking so different doesn't exactly bother me, because to me it's like, well, yeah, that is a thing that happens. Like Fontaine industrialized and the rest of Tavad is a little behind. Yeah. And it can take nations a stupidly long time to industrialize as well. But it's just my 2 cents. I don't know if applying actual history to a video game really helps in that regard. I'm just kind of sort of seeing it in a world building perspective, and world building wise, it does make sense to me. Okay, I've been rambling too much about this. I'm just spin around as Nahida because it's funny. All right. Uh that's it. I'm just gonna do this so it doesn't... Oh, no music's playing? Oh, I thought music would be playing. No, music's not playing? That's evil. Okay. All right, I guess we're just doing that, I guess. All right, let's just go to the infinite void for a second. And okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Well, um I've rambled on for too long. I've rambled on for too long and all of that. But yeah, that is the end of that's more or less it. That's all I got. Hopefully I will stream tomorrow. I can't guarantee it, like always, but hopefully I will. It kind of sucks that I had to put the Golden Slumber quest at a pause. Maybe I could do that another time, like next stream. I'm not sure. I'll have to see. But yeah, overall pretty fun, and I'm honestly really excited to actually show voiced content to you people because uh yeah, I mentioned this in my first Genshin stream that I did like a week or two ago. I said that like, "Oh, I see Genshin like a glorified TV show," and I'm mostly talking about the voiced quests, obviously. Uh but yeah, no, that's basically it. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow. I can't guarantee it. I can never guarantee anything, but this has been pretty fun. So thanks a lot yeah, thanks a lot for sticking by the stream and watching me play this cute little event. And yeah, that's basically it. See ya.